Vladimiro Lenin Ilich Montesinos Torres is a former long-standing head of Peru's intelligence service, National Intelligence Service, under President Alberto Fujimori. In the year 2000, the infamous Vladi videos came to light through the television. They were secret videos recorded by Montesinos that showed him bribing elected congressmen into leaving the opposition and joining the pro-Fujimori group of the Congress. The ensuing scandal caused Montesinos to flee the country and prompted Fujimori's resignation. Subsequent investigations revealed Montesinos to be at the center of a vast web of illegal activities, including embezzlement, graft, gun running, and drug trafficking. He has been tried, convicted and sentenced for numerous charges. Montesinos had strong connections with the KIA and was said to have received $10 million from the agency for his government's anti-terrorist activities. Montesinos is a cousin of the incarcerated terrorist leader Oscar Ramirez Durand, aka Feliciano. Vladimiro Montesinos was born in the city of Arequipa, the capital of the Arequipa region in southern Peru. His parents, who were communists, named him after Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, the first leader of the Soviet Union. In 1965, Montesinos graduated as a military cadet at the U.S. Army School of the Americas in Panama. A year later, he graduated from the Military School of Chorrillos, in Lima, Peru. In the early 1970s, during the leftist military junta of General Juan Velasco Alvarado, Montesinos became a captain in the Peruvian army. By 1973, he had been appointed to the role of aide to General Edgardo Mercado Jaran, who served as both Prime Minister and Chief of the Armed Forces. In 1976, Major José Fernández Salvatierra of the Military Intelligence Service charged Montesinos with the crimes of spying and treason, accusing him of delivering military documents to the Embassy of the United States in Lima. The documents included a list of weapons which Peru had purchased from the Soviet Union. General Mercado ordered the charges dropped. That same year, Montesinos went on a 2-week trip to Washington, D.C., paid for by the United States government. Upon his return to Lima, he was arrested for having failed to obtain formal government permission to make the trip. The subsequent investigation revealed that top-secret documents had been found in his possession, and that he had photographed them and given copies to the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency. Montesinos had traveled to the U.S. without authorization from Army Command, and had forged military documents to allow him to complete the trip without being detained. He visited several foreign institutions as an official representative of the Peruvian Army. Also without authorization, Montesinos was dishonorably discharged from the military and sentenced to a year in military prison. This was a far less severe sentence than the customary death penalty that was the punishment for traitors during the military regime. Years later, declassified U.S. State Department documents revealed the reason for the CIA's interest in Montesinos. In the 1970s, Peru was governed by the only left-wing regime in South America, a continent dominated by right-wing governments, locked in the Cold War with the Soviet Union and fearing its influence in the region, as well as that of the communist government of Cuba. The U.S. was seeking information about activities in Peru. Montesinos conjured up and told a story about potential attacks against Peru's southern longtime rival, Chile, then ruled by dictator Augusto Pinochet, an ally of the U.S. The operation, to be backed by the Cuban military, had the objective of recovering the territory Peru had lost after the War of the Pacific. In February 1978, Montesinos was freed after 2 years in jail. He was given work by his cousin Sergio Cardinal Montesinos, a lawyer who persuaded him to pursue a degree in law. In April of the same year, Montesinos applied to the National University of San Marcos in Lima. He received his law diploma only 3 months later, through fraudulent means. Book No. 24 of the University of San Marcos Office of Records, where Montesinos' graduation would be noted, has disappeared from the office. Montesinos' undergraduate thesis and other materials related to his academic record have never been produced. On August 15, 1978, Montesinos used his degree to register as a lawyer with the Superior Court of Lima. 10 days later, on August 25, 1978, he became a member of the Lima Bar Association. He became notorious for representing a number of Colombian and Peruvian members of the illegal drug trade, as well as police officers accused of being involved in drug trafficking. Between 1978 and 1979, he represented Colombian drug lords Evaristo, Papa Doc, Porras Adler and Jaime Tamayo. In addition, he acted as guarantor on Tamayo's lease of several offices and warehouses used to manufacture cocaine. Between 1980 and 1983, Montesinos revealed